So, I'm making this video because I think I just found some beautiful lighting. um, Adele Ramcharan mentioned that if you're going to be a successful vlogger, you have to really understand what good lighting looks like. So, I'm just really trying to understand trying to get a grasp on what she meant. Sitting here at the Peninsula Creamery, drinking my Pete's coffee at, what is it? I don't know. It must be like 5 o'clock already. Really just reevaluating my diet, trying not to eat so many bad things for my body. I'm trying to reduce calorie intake to just the healthier produce items. I've been eating a lot of food from Indo, and it's really good, but it's so many calories, man. I just have to calm down from it. So I'm really gonna put a stop on that excess of the food grabbings. But what am I wearing today? I don't know. I'm wearing something. I'm wearing this. I've got my little tennis shoes on, my little shorts, skimpy shorts, and whatever this is. You know, I'm kind of bloated, you know, flabby at the moment. I kind of feel, you know, like I need to step my game up a lot, because it's like, okay, we're not little kids anymore. We're adults. We should know what's good and what's bad for our bodies. So it's just about image. Image is powerful, you know. But really just getting a grasp on, you know, my health and well-being and my focus. I'm doing recertification for my housing here at Palo Alto again. What else? Oh my goodness! I did a whole day's worth of hiking with my bike through the Santa Cruz Mountains, or not the Santa Cruz Mountain, but the Santa Cruz Hills to Capitola and back, which took about a full day. A full day there. I mean, you know, going there and back about 12 hours of the day. This past week, I did it about 3 times, and on my bike. And I'm thinking, oh my goodness, you know, I spent all this time with Kurt you know, thinking, oh, I found a friend. He's the old guy I met on Grindr. And I'm like, no, that's not a good choice. Bad choice. Don't hook up with men you don't know on the internet and think that's gonna you know, it's not going to substitute genuine relationships that you make with people. But you know, I had to learn the hard way. And these past 9 months, I'm just thinking, you know, with that Toyota Prius I felt like it might have brought me a lot of fun, but I think it was probably a distraction. It was a distraction for a lot of stuff I probably didn't need to get into. You know, but that's okay, because it's a learning experience. I'm working at this Indo restaurant right now, you know, and I'm like, okay, this can really be a good little situation for me. You know, I met the manager on Uber, you know, as an Uber passenger, driving guy all the way to San Jose, you know, and I'm like, oh, so we got a chance to talk, and oh, I'll hire you as a host and everything. I'm like, oh, cool, you know, cool opportunity. I'm like, oh, thank you, Justin, and you know, little did he know how fruity I really am in person. He found that out pretty quick, but you know, I'm just you know, I'm just thinking, you know, what's the next good, big, important, you know, focus for my life, you know? I'm attending atheist meetings. You know, I saw Seth Andrews at Harry's Hofbrau in Saratoga about 2-3 weeks ago. I didn't like go up to him and shake his hand, but I saw him in the flesh, which meant a lot to me. He definitely had a lot to do with my perspective with atheism. So hopefully, you know, next time he comes, I'll be able to buy some merchandise from him and actually get to, you know, talk to him, you know, further. I'm just thinking, you know, what's the next big part of focus for my life, you know, because I'm not getting any younger. I'm just not. And I think a lot of the attention I've been giving to extracurricular activities, stuff that I've been doing in the Castro in San Francisco with all the, short-sighted men out there, and on the sex apps out here in Palo Alto. I'm like, is that stuff really, really what I should be doing? And I'm like, probably not. But it's a living, learning situation. My life situation has changed so dramatically in the past 6 months. I'm sorry, not 6 months, 3 years, since about mid-2013. For the betterment. So, just looking at my life in a positive perspective, not getting too worked up on things that I don't have control over. But yeah. Watching a lot more Bloomberg News lately, a lot to do with finances in Silicon Valley. There are so many YouTube videos on to do with like housing, rising real estate prices, and the cost of living in the Bay Area, how it's so outrageous. It seems like a big hype sort of thing, and I'm like, I'm so glad that I've accepted a living situation that does not involve stress on that level. Because I just can't. I refuse to deal with any sort of drama with regards to a habitat, an environment with which to exist and live, which everyone is entitled to. It's not just for one person. So yeah, just getting toned up, getting more exercise in, and we'll see what the next few months have in store. What else should be said? Haven't spoken to my parents in so long. And I don't actually feel bad about that. I actually feel like for the first time in my life, I don't have to be torn between these two people who were really a bad combination for each other. But understanding that, just because I was the result of somebody's, as a love child, how do I cope in the real world? And it's easy. You make choices that are less stressful, and you also challenge yourself at the same time in good ways. But being that I don't drive anymore, it seems so odd that I would just observe all these cars on the road and then think to myself, like, this whole driving feature, driving in Palo Alto, in anywhere in the United States, really. It's a one big stressor. It's stressful. People have to look out for each other, and driving is such a stressful, thing to do. I wonder, I'm so glad I have more perspective, because as a young person, I thought that, if I didn't have a car, then I wouldn't be, I wouldn't have as much freedom to explore my surroundings, and a lot of that is true. But for me to decide to just have a car just for the sake of having it and not use it for, solely the purpose of exploring or solely for the purpose of being productive, just to have it and just to use it as a crutch, is not in my best interest. What I'm really trying to get at is getting to a place where, I can be open-minded, I can think broadly, I can test out things that I've never tried before, and I can do so without any fear or worry. And that's what the Bay Area is for. That's what the Bay Area is about. There's so many different cultures here, So So to just test myself in ways that have never been tried. It's 2016. Let's try and do something with regards to my New Year's resolutions that I really meant what I meant when I wrote them. And I have them actually documented. Yeah. Throw a few names out there. Andrew McFadden, Tony Henry, Logan, Marlon Holland, Todd Dylan Cuevas, Keith, just a few of my favorite people growing up. Some of my, I'm sort of a secret admirer still, although you know, it's more of a memory now. It's a fading memory. But looking for new opportunities to test out the world around me, fearlessly. So that's about it.